Alright, hello everyone. I am back setting up for hole number 2 here. We are going to, I'll put sniper on. I usually show you guys something that you guys are actually using. So since very few people are using Hammerhead 7, that's the only reason I put sniper on. Because I think it's definitely an inferior club. So I don't prefer it to Hammerhead 6 or 7. It's a lot easier to make shots with the having the extra distance, having the other top spin. Just gives you that extra ability for par 5s, and you can just kind of execute a little bit better. So that's the big reason that, you know, when I'm playing for myself, I use Hammerhead. But for these videos, I use Sniper because they just show, even though the ball flight and everything, it'll probably act identical. I just, you know, it makes it easier if everybody can just see the exact club. And plus that also avoids, you know, all the questions as to why aren't you doing these videos with Sniper, or why aren't you doing things with clubs people actually have, stuff like that. So some people just don't understand that you know, whether I use Sniper or Hammerhead, it's going to react the same way. So it really doesn't matter. But here you can see the way that I've been doing this is with a little bit of right spin, just to kind of counter the effect, and also with some backspin. So here you're going to see me take kind of this line right here. And I usually go off of max ring adjustment, pretty spot on, and that should be relatively good. So, you know, for this wind, 9 rings should be a nice little adjustment. And let's see if I can't get this thing. It doesn't look like it. So it's a little challenging to get it right on the little groove that you want it. I was able to get this yesterday a few times, just messing around with shootouts or whatnot, or, you know, other things that I had going on with Tour 9. And so I do kind of have a strategy in mind for this hole. As you can see, the way that I did it, kind of 1 per ring, pretty close to 1 per ring. Aside from that, just a little bit of right spin. It seems to get more on the groove of the hole when it comes in from a little left to right. I made this twice yesterday. So I do believe I'm going to kind of stick with that method. That, you know, you just kind of bring it back, you know, left to right with the spin, just gently, 1 to 2 bars, and just kind of, you know, execute your rings. Ideally get the wind down. So, you know, in the later rounds when I actually, you know, want to make this thing movie ball, maybe you know, turkey ball, something like that. And I do think it'll increase your chance of being able to make it. There you have that hole. You can see it's pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can't get another wind here and do kind of similar. And you saw what I did last time with this hole, and now you can see that I'm, you know, basically opposing my spin in the opposite direction, just to kind of counter it the other way now. And you can see how it kind of threads up through here. And I have it just to the right of the hole, and it should straighten itself out a bit when I actually go to do this shot. So I will do, in terms of ring adjustment, very similarly to what I just did before. Around 8 rings or so. Should be good. and it looked a little light on my ring adjustment there. I wanted to avoid going into the bunker just because I didn't want to have any real glitch happen to me. So, I should have went an extra ring. 8.6 wind, I'd typically go 9 rings. But there you see me backing off of that just because I didn't want to go into the bunker. I was running low on time, and I didn't want to, accidentally force my ball to make a miss calculation. So I did not do that. And this shot's a little interesting. I think it's always funny when guys set up for a Guardian backspin shot here. It's going to be very, very difficult to pull off. Well, of course, when you underplay the wind, it's one thing, but trying to anticipate the way that it bounces, especially with that side wind, makes it very challenging to execute that shot. Can be done though, but anticipating that second and third hop on a side wind like that, it's going to be definitely a little bit more challenging. So I do recommend, that little rough bump. As you can see, even with the error, I probably went a ring less than I should. It's typically not the end of the world, especially if you're playing it a little bit closer to the closer you tend to play that shot to the green on your land, usually the easier it makes it to where you don't have to worry about getting snagged up or anything. So, but we'll talk more about that when we actually get there, because that's the shot, as you can see, that I'm going to be doing. So good luck with your guys' second hole, and I'll be setting up here for hole number 3. See you guys.